Semeni team safeguarding, I pray that you are well, that your families are well. Tunakuja kulete this video ambayo of course inahuzunisha sana. We want to visit our families in the nation of Kenya, particularly ndani ya CBD Nairobi Embakasi area, whereby kuna familia ambazo zimeweza kuathiriwa na mlipuko wa gas ambaye katika hii factory ambayo sijui inaitwa mradi. But even before we say what we want to send ndani ya hii video, we would like to send our sincere condolences to the family of those who lost their beloved one. I know there are many people that are still undergoing treatment, and we are praying that none of them is going to pass on, but at least for the three families wale ambaye kwa saizi tunajua they've lost their loved one, our sincere heartfelt condolences to you. Poleni sana for what has happened. What else can we say? But what we've always been saying, that safety is everything. But of course, katika hii issue hatuwezi kuanza kublame mtu yoyote kwa sababu kuna watu walikuwa naishi pale. So the main video of this today sio kuja ku shift blame ama kuangalia who did what. What is important right now is that kuna watu ambaye wameweza kuaga, but zaidi ya yote kuna familia ambazo right now they are very much displaced. So karibu sana katika hii video ya siku ya leo, and please be ready to pray with us ili tuweze kuombea familia, tuweze kuombea watoto. Kuna a lot of youth, a lot of families that are going through quite a lot because of this incident that happened just 2 days ago in the nation of Kenya. Yes guys, kama kawaida ni Safeguarding Officer Jeff. Again, tunasema poleni sana, especially for families ndani ya Nairobi, Kenya, whereby of course we know almost over 300 families have been affected by hii issue ambaye it is really an issue that should not have happened. It looks like from what we are hearing from very credible sources, including national televisions, reports from government officials, inasemekana ya kwamba this mradi company that was operating illegally, it was not legal. It had applied apparently for license to operate, but walikuwa wamenyimwa, I don't know, for almost 3 times. So walikuwa nafanya biashara ambaye ni chafu. They were not supposed to be there. And here I believe and I agree that the reason as to why these licenses were declined is because you cannot operate such a plant, a gas plant, in such a highly densely populated residential area kama Embakasi. Definitely such a plant should be in a place that is not highly populated because of what we call risk. You know, definitely hii company, it was not bothered or cared about what may happen. And sadly, that is why we have people that have lost their life, and we have all these hundreds that are now in the hospital, some with very critical conditions that we don't know if they manage to survive. They probably will be maimed. Many will remain with scars for life. Many are probably going to suffer trauma. Many are going to hallucinate every night, every day. Our lives have been transformed here because of what we call selfish individuals who don't think about human life. Kama mmenyimwa leseni ya kuendesha biashara kama hii ambaye ni very high risk business, because of its gas, of course, it is very highly flammable. Why would you continue to do that business illegally? I don't want to come to Babu Owino, the Embakasi MP, the government and all that saying Bwana hivi, because everybody is saying they've done whatever they wanted to do, and these people continue to do that illegally. But inaonekana kuna mambo hapa ambayo hayakufuatwa vizuri, and that is where now we are having families that are struggling, families that have had their people pass on, families that have now huge bills that they have to pay in hospitals, families who have now to live with people who are disabled, who are going to suffer stress, mental health problems because of some individuals that are irresponsible. Anyway, watu wangu, kabla tuendelee, ningependa tu kuangalia why it is important to value what we call human life. Definitely katika hii mambo hapa, hii station ya mradi, money must have exchanged hand at the expense of people's lives, at the expense of wananchi, at the expense of watoto, at the expense of business. You know what? For the sake of a few selfish individuals. Kwa sababu definitely kama serikali ilikuwa inajua hawa watu the first time waliitisha lessons ya kuoperate wakanyimwa, and then wakaenda, apparently nisemekana iti waliambiwa wabomoe, na apparently wakabomoa, but these people continue to come and ask for a second time a license to operate. The government people should have started asking themselves, kama hawa watu walikuja na wakauliza the first time lesson na wakaambiwa haitapatianwa, why are they asking for the second time? Did any government official ndani ya cabinet, secretaries, ule ambaye ko in charge katika mambo, did the person said, I am going to visit the site and actually make sure that this thing is closed, this thing is not operational? Has any government official, can they come and attest na waseme ya kwamba sisi tulivisit hiyo kampuni na tulienda tukakuta imefungwa na we are certain, we can guarantee it was not operational? Hiyo moto ilitoka kwa sababu whatever they had left there a few years ago or few months ago is what ililipuka. But according to residents, eyewitness, wanasema watu walikuwa na prefer kwenda kununua gas huko, mtungi ya gas, kwa sababu ilikuwa ni cheap kuliko kununua mtungi ya gas huko nje. So this is very sad. Definitely mimi nikijua how Africa people are hungry with power and money, and how people are selfish. Money must have exchanged hand with big people who should know that this place ingefaa ifungwe. Babu Owino, being the MP of Embakasi East, he apparently had intervened, na yeye mwenyewe alikuwa anasema, but what can he showcase right now? Akuje aambie watu ya kwamba yeye ameshaenda hapo. Tumeona Babu Owino akifanya a lot of demonstrations, uko ndani ya Nairobi, everywhere, doing his things. Why did we not see him there at that place to say, I have been here as an MP, I've requested you guys to close this thing down, you are not closing this thing down? What was happening? Why was Babu Owino never there all this time? I mean, if these people have been asking for license 2020, 2021, 2023, then walikuwa wanakuwa denied. Why is it Babu Owino was not aware that this thing is continuing to operate illegally? Why are we coming to try and showcase that dakika ya mwisho ya kwamba we are very concerned, we are thinking about people who passed on? At the end, we've seen Gachagua akienda huko. Why is he visiting there when he could have been there? Or surely, kila mtu anajua mambo ya gas. Gas na petroleum is one and the same thing. It's highly flammable. Who doesn't know this? Kama kampuni imekatazwa kufanya hiyo na inafanya illegal biashara, na watu walikuwa wanajua, resident walikuwa wanasema hiyo nini ilikuwa ina operate usiku. Why were the police? How is it that the police were not aware that tanks zilikuwa zinaenda huko usiku, zinaingia, zingine zinatoka usiku? No. Watu waache kucheza na watu. Guys, this is not acceptable. We cannot subject families to this. Kuna a lot of families ambaye they've lost their livelihood. Kuna hapo resident tumesikia akisema mwingine alikuwa na 17 goats zimekufia hapo, vibanda nini. A lot of people have really suffered, not kufikiria hata wale ambao wamepass on, and we pray that others are not going to continue passing on, wale wako katika hospitali ambaye they are going through quite a lot. Tunaombea watoto sana. Kuna watoto saizi watakuwa displaced, sijui hata shule wataendelea namna gani. All those children that were living there, they were in school, how are they going now to cope because of something that could really have been prevented? This is not acceptable, and I think the government must do better. Sio lazima wakuje tu anze kuja kuletea watu mambo mingi ya kuongea hapo wakati wanataka kura, but after kura they are not bothered with the wananchi. Wanawaachilia tu wakuwe exploited, wanawaachilia tu waweze kuwekwa at very high and serious risks, because operating such a gas plant in a highly residential place is a disaster that has happened. It is not one that you are waiting to happen. It has happened. Kama kuna hii kampuni mradi na inaonekana ambayo they were everywhere, they are Mombasa, Nakuru, sijui wako Eldoret, sijui wako wapi, they need to be investigated. Anybody that ambaye amesababisha watu kukufa na familia kukua displaced, saizi kuna IDP, kuna watu they are suffering in hospitals and all that. Any person that is involved in this gas plant disaster must be brought to book. They must be apprehended. Huyo managing director sijui ni wapi, asakwe, ashikwe, wote waweze kutua mbaroni. We pray that money is not going to become an issue here, because of course people who operate such plants are billionaires. They have a lot of money, and all they need is kuhongana huko kwa koti, kuhongana a few big people in the government, and then hiyo kesi yao itaishia tu hivyo, itaenda tu hivyo. It's bad, but we need justice for these people wa Embakasi and what has happened to them. We are praying for children. Mungu awabariki, awalinde, awaondolee trauma. When you sleep, don't see fire. When you sleep, don't msisikie mlipuko. May your lives be rebuilt again, kwa sababu Mungu anaweza. May your family start to thrive again. May the government start to look at how they are going to support the people of Embakasi, how ambao wapatwa na hiyo msiba, kwa sababu it is not literally them that brought hiyo issue. Ni government imeshindwa kuwasaidia na kuwalinda na kuwatunza. Safeguarding families, safeguarding children must be everyone's responsibility. Kusafeguard wananchi ni kazi ya serikali. The government is responsible. So the government has caused that to happen because they did not supervise that properly, and they need to be held accountable for that. Ni hayo tu watu wangu, msahau kusubscribe, and I will see you definitely in my next video.